Okay, I'm going to show you how to answer this question in less than 1 minute. Then I'm going to show you how I did it. Interworld Entertainment Corporation, which owns blah blah blah, announced that since sales of up to 1/3 of its stores are poor, they will be closed. Interworld Entertainment Corporation announced that since this stuff, they will be closed. They is referring to corporation, they is plural, corporation is singular, so A is out. Interworld Entertainment Corporation announced it is closing up to 1/3 of its stores, which accounted for its poor sales. Okay, maybe. Announced it was closing up to 1/3 of its stores because of poor sales. Sounds okay. Announced to be closing doesn't make sense. Announced having poor sales, little awkward, such that doesn't play in where there. So between B and C, announced it is closing up to 1/3 of its stores, which is, this is describing stores. The sentence is trying to say 1/3 of its stores, so then B is out. Answer is C. Okay, now let's look at how we approach this question. Alright, Interworld Entertainment Corporation, which owns the Lifetown and Thursday Matinee retail chains, announced that since sales of up to 1/3 of its stores are poor, they will be closed. Now, some of you might be wondering, what does they refer to? Does they refer to sales, or does they refer to stores? In order to figure this out, we need to first cut the fluff. We need to read what the sentence says and look at the sentence structure and look at how the sentence structure dictates what they refers to. So what do I mean by cut the fluff? Well, when you read the sentence, you don't want to waste your time on the extra words like here. So what you want to do is, when you see a phrase like this, which owns blah blah blah, you just want to put that out. And so you read Interworld Entertainment Corporation announced that since this stuff, they will be closed. So now you can read it as Interworld Entertainment Corporation announced that they will be closed. So they, based on this sentence structure, is actually referring to corporation, not sales or stores. So you'll see that they is plural, corporation is singular, so they don't match. Immediately you know A is wrong. So then you jump to B. Entertainment Corporation announced it refers to corporation. It is closing up to 1/3 of its stores, which accounted for its poor sales. Now, if you've gone through the GMAT pill method, you'll identify that this phrase, which accounted for its poor sales, is referring to what's nearest the comma here, which is stores. Now, the sentence is intending to say that it's just the 1/3 of the stores that are having sales that are not so that are kind of poor, not all of the stores that are poor. So when this sentence, the way it's structured, it's saying that all the stores are accounting for poor sales rather than 1/3 of the stores. If you want to say answer B in this structure, you'd have to say Interworld Entertainment Corporation announced it is closing up to 1/3 of its stores that account for poor sales. You'd have to use the word that. So which refers to the entirety, and if you want to refer to 1/3 of the stores, you have to use that. So because of that, we know B is wrong. Going on to C, announced it was closing up to 1/3 of its stores because of poor sales. You know, this has the fewest words out of all the answer choices, and it's the simplest. Chances are it's the right answer. So you move on to D. Announced to be closing. Announced to be closing doesn't make sense. Don't even bother reading this portion of the answer choice. You don't want to waste your time. Take D out. And now, last choice, announced having poor sales. The word having is kind of awkward here. and such that doesn't make sense. And so you want to take E out. So what's left is C, which is the answer. The closest second choice would have been B, and that is if you weren't sure about the that using which or that when referring to 1/3 of its stores as opposed to just all the stores. But if you were to guess, then looking between these two options, this one in general has fewer words and seems simpler. If you were to guess, C might be a better guess than B. And it turns out that C is the correct answer. So let's recap what we did. We read the sentence through, we cut the fluff to make it easier to read, and we noticed that based on the sentence structure, they is actually referring to corporation. One is singular, one is plural. So we knew something was wrong. A was incorrect. We went through the other answer choices. B and C seemed okay. D and E just totally didn't make sense. So then we went back to B and C. We saw that C was the simpler answer choice, and B, there's actually a grammatical mistake regarding which and that. And we narrowed down our choices. C became the correct answer. For more videos and detailed explanations, get your GMAT pill today.